Alright guys, so I'm going to start up with some smoke and we'll get to it. So, there's a lot of newcomers to the smoking of hookah, I guess you could say, or the art of hookah. And a lot of people have a lot to learn, I will say that, when you're coming to hookah. It's not a easy transition, but it can be. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of great hookahs on the market for, you know, someone who's going for like a party bus or a house guest party, and just want something small that they can put on a table where they can play a game of cards or talk or watch a movie, or eat or whatever they may enjoy. I'd never encourage eating a unhealthy meal with a hookah, I will tell you that. A full course meal, you know, with steak and all that, I would say probably leave it for afterwards. Don't eat that with it. If you're just having a salad or something, or a fruit mix or something like that, it's fine. Some crackers or something, it's fine. But you know, fruity or something like that is what I prefer. And I do truly feel it makes the session a lot better to eat healthy rather than eat a full heavy meal before smoking hookah. But a lot of people looking for good hookahs don't know what really to look for. They just know that they want to spend a certain amount of money and they want something that does what they need. A lot of people go for these little pumpkin hookahs, which I don't have any, unfortunately. I've owned a few of them over the years, just basically trying out to see if anything has changed. And really, pumpkin hookahs are the lowest quality you could possibly find. I'll put a picture on the screen of a few pumpkin hookahs right about now. But they're not very good hookahs because they die in a... when I say die, I mean they start corroding and rusting and tasting horrible and become disease-ridden, in my opinion, in about 2 months. It's not worth it. Even if you've only used it a couple times and you've cleaned it, it just won't last. The material's made of cheap, very, very low-end quality, and it's always made in China with very mixed parts, I guess you could say. The quality is very, very bad, and it's so lightweight, even with water in it, it could easily fall over, burn your carpet if you're smoking on by carpet or whatever, or on the carpet, or it could just burn you or the table or whatever you may have. It's just very dangerous, and it's not good for anyone to share or to really smoke, because if you tug on that hose just a little bit, you pull back a little bit, all of a sudden that hookah's fallen on your guest or your company, or maybe even on you, and it's not worth it. Make your house a mess. I mean, come on. Not worth it by any means. So pumpkin hookahs, don't even consider it. It's not an option. It's absolutely the worst hookah you could possibly get. Sure, you may be able to get like 1 or 2 of them for about $20, but I mean, think about it. If you're spending about 15 to $20 on a hookah, is it really that great of a hookah? Probably not. Most of you guys don't know this, but I will tell you, the lowest you should spend on a hookah is about $40. And I say it's very rare that you find a good hookah for $40, but you can. So that's why I say no less than $40 by far. The best tabletop hookah, and this is what I encourage you guys to buy, is a tabletop hookah. One that's got nice weight to it, nice build quality, is easy to clean, and is well built. You know, the materials have to be well made, and just has to be a sturdy hookah. And if the hookah doesn't, if you push the hookah just a little bit, or you know, connect a hose to it and just tug a little bit, and the hookah moves at all, then you obviously know that hookah's not heavy enough and will probably pose some danger to you or your company or guests in the process. Or your house, don't forget that. One of the greatest ones I can recommend is the Maya QT. This is a great hookah, but it's a little heavy for the small size. It looks so small. Look at this. Very small hookah, but very heavy in consideration. See, it's top heavy on my leg. I mean, it wiggles on my leg, but if you've got a flat surface like this, see? Look at this. I'm hitting it pretty damn hard right now. It's not moving. Okay? And one of the greatest things about this hookah in particular is the vase. The vase is not too small, not too big. It's very small, can fit on a table. You can have a card game with this on the table, and it'll fit every kind of head, including an Egyptian head or something heavy. It's got a purge valve on it, which you can easily convert to another hose port, which I one day will show you. And of course, it's got a full-size standard hose port. You may need a slightly different grommet depending if you're using a Camille Mamoon, but it's a very standard hose port. It's just slightly smaller than a standard Camille Mamoon, but very slightly, very hard to understand that. All the parts are detachable for the most part, meaning the purge valve is detachable, the hose port is detachable so you can clean it. Also, hold on a minute, it's going to take a little bit of force because there's no water in here, but let's get it off. and it's got a obviously nice face, and you can see that the tray won't fall off because the grommet that it comes with also fits on here, and you could put your own grommet if you need to clean it, of course. But you know, it's got a nice little tray, and on the bottom there's one more space, one more piece of metal here that connects it so it doesn't wiggle as much. Kind of important. So the stem, or the down stem, is not detachable. The middle, center port here is all one die cast piece to the stem, so obviously it's not detachable. But it's a very thick metal, very good, and it doesn't rust by any means. I don't know if you guys can see, there is absolutely no rust or dirt in there. It's very clean. Let's see if you guys can see that. Very clean. You really only take about 5 minutes to clean this thing. That's how good, you know, and easy to clean this is. It's got a nice rubber grommet for the vase. Try not to lose this. Just in case, for those of you who may purchase one, make sure to put this on this vase grommet. Put this on first, if you can. Of course, get it a little wet so it makes it much easier, because right now this is quite difficult. But you get it on there like this just by putting it around it and putting it down, and then connect your down stem and your top pieces to the bottom, because now it's very sealed tight, and you could actually lift this up because the kind of seal they give you is a very high, I think it's silicon grommet that they give you, and it's very hard to get off. So you could pretty much pick this up by the stem and not worry. There's a lot of hookahs out there and a lot of grommets where if you take it up by the stem, you may drop it and crack your vase and cause injury to yourself. So that's something nice to have. It's kind of a dummy-proof hookah, really. And the smoke production is amazing with that hookah. I mean, you can get just as big of clouds with that hookah in particular as you could with Camille Mamoon, in my opinion, just depending how you smoke it. But regardless, even if you disagree with that, you will get some great smoke from it. And it's definitely by far the best tabletop hookah out there. So anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Pick up a Maya QT. I'll put a few other ones up on screen right about now. And I hope you guys can pick up something great. For those of you wondering, the lowest price you'll ever see for one of these is $35, up to about $60. Don't pay more than $60 because it's not worth it. But for anywhere in that range of $35 to $60, it's definitely worth it. Anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed, and they do come in many different colors. Anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed.